ball got away from her. Andrielle Howard, one of the leading rebounders in the SEC, puts it up. Shot is up by Taylor Cooper, but she is underneath the bucket and then draws the foul.
Really nice vision by Curtis Knox. Saw Cooper way ahead of the pack, got her the basketball. I love the fact that Taylor Cooper came to the jump stop to allow the foul to happen. You see so many times players just go in for the layup and good athletic players chasing. In fact, an NBA final was decided last year when LeBron James made a similar play. Taylor Cooper, nice jump stop, got the foul. She's at the line shooting two.
Well, for Texas A&M, you want to let the foul count ring up on Ronnie Williams a bit. That was a good heads-up play by Cooper to take that foul.
And Williams going to the bench right now, and you're getting two of Florida's players out. Williams kind of a little limp. She may have come down hard on the hip on that foul.
Aggies trailing by 2. Cooper's shot up and good, brings them to within 1.
To Andrielle Howard's head, so Gary Blair addressing that quickly.
And a foul called on Taylor Cooper. That'll be Taylor's first foul of the night, the second team foul on Texas A&M.
But the play that set up that foul was Ronnie Williams getting to the hole. What a nice penetration. She took those 2 long steps and really gave herself an opportunity to score. She missed it. One of her teammates was over there, got the offensive rebound. Taylor Cooper's got a foul and put him on the line.
Tashara Fleming checks into the game. She's at the free throw line. The 6'4" center out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, is a senior. A couple of substitutes coming in now for Amanda Butler's Florida Gators. Coach Butler in her 10th year leading Florida. A lot of institutional knowledge, as they say about these Florida Gators. A record of 186 and 131. Sends
for Jasmine Lumpkin on the baseline.
Quick feed from Copeland inside, and a foul is called on Texas A&M.
I think that's going to be 2 on Taylor Cooper, so Gary Blair is going to have a decision to make. Does he come back with Andrielle Howard pretty quick, or does he think Cooper can stay in the game? Looks like he's going to feel like, hey, Cooper, you got 2 fouls, play smart.
Yeah, Lumpkin just a little bit, Cooper just a little bit too aggressive, it seemed, or at least that was the call.
Wow, didn't look like looked like the foul should have probably been on Jasmine Lumpkin, if anybody, but.
It was on Lumpkin, they corrected it.
Yeah, and actually Florida in Southeastern Conference play had won the 2 previous games prior to Texas A&M winning.
Hillsman free throw rolls around, and she gets the friendly roll. Walnetta Wright will check in, a 6'2" junior from Augusta, Florida, for the final 7.1 of the first quarter for Texas A&M.
Bob Starkey going to extend his defense again just to make sure that Florida's not able to walk the ball up the floor and get a shot. Not looking for a steal, but he might get a 5 count.
And that ball was knocked out of bounds by Texas A&M. Taylor Cooper couldn't come down with it, but what about the pressure by Knox and Cooper combined? It was an awful lot of time rolling off the clock with 7.1.
There was, and so now it's a little bit more full done. Texas A&M technically has a foul to give because they can foul here and not put Florida on the line.
Pass the ball in with 4.6, a breakaway wide open. The shot goes up, and it is good to end quarter number 1 as Diandria Anderson connects. 5'10" junior from Vieira, Florida, takes it, and they go the length of the court and cut it to a 1-point ball game as time runs out here in the first quarter at Reed Arena. It is Texas A&M over the Florida Gators, 23-22, quarter number 2, up next. Copeland with the ball, tries to work it inside, turnaround jumper, soft touch, won't go. It'll be the Aggies' ball with 4.6 remaining. Here comes Williams down the floor with 1 second. Williams pulls the trigger. She's fouled and goes to the free throw stripe to shoot 3. And in the process, that will be foul number 3 on Diandria Anderson.
Amanda Butler's over there saying absolutely not. It was after the buzzer, but I can tell you they're going to review it. But Mike, I absolutely think that foul occurred before the buzzer happened.
Yeah, that shot was up well before the buzzer, and certainly the foul would have occurred at the same time. So as we take a look at the replay, the shot clock just does go off. That's a bad angle right there. Let's see if we can get, yep, that clock was off, and then it goes up. She was fouled, and so she will go to the free throw line to shoot 3.
The official has not whistled it ready, and so now Texas A&M will restart, and that's Grace Wright across the halfway line with it. To Shaw, 1 touch there to Hill. Bates cuts it in. Still on the dribble, on the ball on the left foot. Shot, goal, Texas A&M. Emily Bates. And you could see that one coming, Chrissy. She got the ball on the left foot in space, and she ripped it.
Yeah, what a shot from Emily Bates. She really does a great job of curving that ball around the goalkeeper. This is a great setup from Jordan Hill. Jordan Hill does a good job of just chasing this ball down. It's a deflection off of the Little Rock player, and then Emily Bates just takes it. She drags the defenders laterally, gets the keeper moving the wrong way, and then just bends it. Great shot into the side netting there. Aggies really needed that one.
For Bates, that is her first goal of the year, the 8th of her career at Texas A&M.
A little lefty bender right there. I love it.
Absolutely. Now, one of the things that we've talked about in other games, Christy, very important for Texas A&M to maintain their focus right after the goal and not let Little Rock come back in and immediately tie this up.
Absolutely. That's a lot of things that a lot of different teams are going to focus on. But I know at A&M they call it the Big Five.
Terrific baseball the last couple of days, and on this afternoon, Texas A&M and Pepperdine decide their pivotal non-conference series in College Station. Good to have you with us. I'm Will Johnson with Mark Johnson, and Texas A&M took Friday night's ball game, but Saturday afternoon went to the Waves. Let's get you to the highlights of this weekend series. Brigham Hill was the story in the opener. He had 10 strikeouts, went 7 2/3. Pepperdine simply could not solve him. The Aggies toss a shutout on Friday. They get a 2-run double from Braden Shoemake in the 8th to really help things. Ags 3-0 in the opener. Saturday, Pepperdine comes back with Max Gamboa. He was brilliant. Pepperdine wins 2-1 on the heels of an Aaron Barnett RBI double. So here we go, 1-1, and defense was the order of the day in the Saturday ball game.
Well, if you like defense, yesterday's ball game was tremendous. We had 2 shortstops. Both shortstops went to their right, came up with great throws to first base. Third baseman, we had 3 dive plays there, and just super plays. Left fielder makes a cloud one down in the foul territory in left field, and just dust flying all over. Makes a great catch. It was a lot of fun to watch, and it was a close ball game all the way through. So every play counted. Great ball game, great game to watch.
All right, so what's in store in this decider and finale? The Aggies getting it on Friday. Pepperdine wins on Saturday. And, Coach, A&M's going to send the right hander, the sophomore Mitchell Kilkenny, to the mound.
Mitchell's going to throw. He's going to get it up there at 94. He'll work around 92, 94. He's got a great cutter. He's a strike thrower. He's done well. Had a great summer in the Northwoods League. Top prospect there in that league, voted on, and so and this will be his second start. And I know Coach Childers expects him to stay out there for a while.
Leadoff hitter is Quincy McAfee. He is starting to warm up. Hit that to left, trying to run it down with Zach Rex. He's at the track, and as he hits the wall, makes the grab, stays on the turf. Umpire's going out there trying to look for the ball, and he just raised his glove to confirm the catch, and the call was finally made. Holman was circling the bases, thinking it may have dropped out, but a fantastic catch by Rex, and now he'll receive some attention.
Yeah, Holman did exactly what he's supposed to do, and that there was never a call for out, and no one could see the ball, so he kept running. Rex ran in pretty hard. He was still going full speed when he got into the warning track, made a one-handed catch, and then got a very quick alert into the fence. So I think we'll just have to wait and see.
Nick Mingione is one of those out there to check on his left fielder. Gets somewhat of an imprint on the wall where Rex slammed into it. I mean, a beautiful catch on the run to rob Austin Holman of extra bases.
Yeah, one of the beauties of Olson Field is they have padded fence, and the padded fence, he will tell you, is thank you, because that makes a big difference. We get a chance to see this play right now. Great catch.
on the track and had no time to really brace himself. He was only a step away from the wall once he landed after the grab. We've been telling you the story of Zach Rex, Air Force Academy as a freshman. Then dropped baseball to attend the University of Kentucky. Did not play for 2 years. Had a friend on the Wildcat team. One day he's just playing catch with them in the outfield at Cliff Hagan Stadium. The old coach, Gary Henderson, saw him, asked him to take a few swings in the cages. Rex then becomes a Wildcat walk-on, and he has the second highest on the team average on the team a year ago. You see a quick embrace he gave Nick Mingione as the head coach, first-year man at UK, retreats back to the dugout. And thankfully, it appears as Rex is okay, he will jog to get loosened. Trying to go up the middle. Got through. Bedford delivers. 2-0 Aggies. Bedford continues to hustle. He'll get 2 out of it.
Well, he hustled to second base, but where he really hustled was right there at the plate. Stayed inside that ball. Didn't hit it well. It wasn't a great pitch for him to hit, but he hit it well enough, and it creaks through the infield and gets an RBI. And then his hustle shows up because he gets to second base. A great moment for Cole Bedford.
Possibly something to ignite the Aggies, and they have the 2-0 lead.
Well, that was what the coaches wanted the rest of the team to see. They wanted to see somebody grinding it out, fighting it off their fist, not going to open up early, just going to fight it off, boom. He rolls one and he gets through the infield, and the big game of baseball credits him with his hustle. Then he hustles to second base. Good moment.
Count of the game that Georgia has been able to work her to.
She's allowed 1 base runner. It was a walk to lead off the last inning. Right into the glove of Riley Sarton there. Not a lot of time to react when you're about 40 feet from home plate.
We saw one last night, too, that she snagged. This one right to her glove. Riley Sarton, one of the great defensive players on this Texas A&M team. And just as hard as she works in the cages, which has made her one of the best hitters, the best hitter on this team, she works just as hard defensively.
Behind second base, Kristen Koyas will make that play. I was kind of waiting to see how the Aggie defense would play that, Chelsea, as with the wind blowing as hard as it is straight in from center. Any one of 3 players could have got to that.
Yeah, this almost ended up kind of in no man's land, but Kristen Koyas with nice footwork takes the drop step and able to get there. You can see Caitlin Aldering could have made that play as well, and Erica Russell charging in from center.
Blowing dead in from center field. I'd say a good 20 miles an hour, so it's even harder than it was last night here.
And if you're a hitter, you don't want to necessarily be chopping down on the ball and trying to force a ground ball, but you're really thinking drive through the middle or upper half of that pitch.
You know, I told Ashley Walters early in the game, I feel a lot more confident attacking hitters early in counts because I know that if they get hold of something, it's very likely not going to go anywhere because the wind's going to knock it down. There were probably 3 or 4 balls hit yesterday that stayed in the park just because of the wind.
That's something up. Maybe even go back on the inside part of the plate to Febri.
And Smith gets her first strikeout of the game, and it's a big one. Gives A&M its second out here in the 4th.
Goes back to the outside, a little bit of an off-speed pitch. You see Febri swing right under. A great job by Lexi Smith to get that strikeout, especially after giving up the walk and base hit back-to-back.
And now the added component of the runner is moving on the pitch here, the full count. Change up, hit right at Vidalis. Smith out of the jam, leaving 2 on for Georgia. Riley Sarton will step to the plate when we come back. No score.